Praise the Lord. You are welcome to your daily dose of scriptures. As this month of September is winding down, every pending miracle in your life, every pending blessing for the month of September, God will deliver them to you expressly in Jesus' name. Our theme for this month is a new name. Our topic for today is Christians. Christians. Our Bible text is taken from Acts chapter 11, verse 25 to 27. Acts chapter 11, verse 25 to 27. Our anchor verse is Acts chapter 11, verse 26. Acts of the Apostles, chapter 11, verse 26. It says, "And when he had found him, he brought him unto Antioch. And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught many people. And the disciples were called Christians first in Antioch." Christian means Christ-like. It was a name that was given with the aim of ridiculing the early church, but it became a household name. They were not ashamed to be called Christians. God also was not ashamed to be called their God and to call him his children, to call them his children, like we see in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 16. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 16. Are you shy or ashamed of being identified with Christ? Are you like the timid Peter, daily denying Christ where you are? We may not get all hypocritical about it, but we need to be bold to tell somebody about the love of Jesus. We need to tell him that Jesus loved them and died for them. Don't you think? Romans chapter 1 verse 16. Romans chapter 1 verse 16 says, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation, to everyone that believeth, to the Jews first, and also to the Greek." So Paul said he was not ashamed. I am not ashamed. How about you? We need to be excited about our salvation. It is indeed a very great salvation, like Hebrews chapter 2 verse 3 tells us. The joy of all that salvation brings for us should propel us to share it with others. The excitement of salvation should motivate us to tell others about Christ. In John chapter 1 verse 40 to 41, John chapter 1 verse 40 to 41, we see that Andrew, as soon as he knew about the Messiah, called Simon Peter his brother and brought him to Jesus. In John chapter 1 verse 45 to 46, John chapter 1 verse 45 to 46, Philip found Nathanael and told him the good news about Jesus. The woman at the well in John chapter 4 verse 28 to 29, John chapter 4 verse 28 to 29, as soon as she had an encounter with Jesus and Jesus had spoken to her, she went to town telling others about Jesus. They also came and had an encounter with Jesus, and they discovered Jesus for themselves. More like they had that revelation of who Jesus was to them. You know, it is quite ironic that the title Christian came about in the church where Saul of Tarsus was. That's Saul of Tarsus, who had been a chief persecutor of the gospel, not one of the 12 apostles. Our past has nothing on us when it comes to God. The years we spent as Christians also do not determine the level of our impact. When God takes away your past, he's taking away. He gives you a new beginning. And the past doesn't count. You could also have been in church for up to 30 years and there's no effect. It is practical Christianity that really counts, not the length of time spent in church. Someone said, if you are being accused of being a Christian, will there be enough proof to convict you? Is there enough evidence to show that you live life as a Christian, as a child of God? Our key point for today is, when the cloud of witnesses look at you, will they really see a Christian or just a churchgoer? When the cloud of witnesses look at you, will they really see a Christian or will they see a mere churchgoer? Think about it. If you have been blessed by this message, do well to like the video, share the good news to others. If you require prayers or counseling, please leave a message and we'll get back to you. God bless you. See you next time.